Guys, is API the key to turning the West Tigers team into a top 8 contender? Because after that last performance, I am starting to think he might just be the bloke we needed, right? So welcome back to the channel. My name is Jordy. If you're new here, we dive into all things West Tigers. So make sure you like the video, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. It helped me and the algorithm out a ton. Plus, I want you guys part of this masterclass and of West Tigers, if you will, and just talking all things Tigers. But today we are talking all things API. Look, we all knew API was an elite player, and when we signed him, we knew what we were doing. But right now, like, this is different. This is a next level leadership I'm seeing out of the bloke. He's not just a skilled hooker anymore, guys. He is a ship steerer. He is a captain. The boys are he's keeping our boys composed, and he is setting the tone for this team, and I could not be more stoked. When we talk about why the Tigers are looking like a legit contender and threat this season, it starts with people like him. The real question is, can he keep this level of play up all season? Let me know in the comments with what you think, and we're going to break it all down today. His game management and leadership is going to be our first talking point. So what stood out to me most about API's game wasn't just his passing or his quick decisions or just the way he got around the ruck, right? It was the way he could control the pace, right? Early on, we were definitely scrambling, dropping, doing all the things that we shouldn't have been doing, and the attack just felt disjointed, and the forwards weren't making much of a dent, and we were just at a real risk of giving the game away, right? But API, he stepped up, he took control. His ability to slow things down along with Luai and Galvin, it was just what we needed. And once we started getting into momentum, we just started exploding and creating a tempo, and that was the kind of game management I think took us to the next level. Sure, it's a whole team effort, but we got to give credit where credit's due for this bloke. This is something that separates the great hookers from the truly elite ones, and I think this is great. This is elite. He's somewhere right here about to tap into it. And it's not just about getting the ball out of dummy half quickly. I think it's about reading the game in real time, and that's exactly what he did. I played hooker and 5'8" in high school and then a little bit after club, and I knew that when I saw forwards struggling to gain momentum, I had to adjust, right? And he did the exact same thing. He took it upon himself to dart from dummy half, challenge the markers, and create opportunities while the big fellas took their breath and got back into rhythm. And he is constantly talking on the field, and you can see it. Like, whether it's barking orders at the ruck, directing traffic with hands, or just having quick chats with key playmakers like Galvin, Luai between sets, like that is making sure that everybody knows their role, feeling empowered and supported within the game. And what a leader does as well is, like, when they start finding their own rhythm, the team will follow, and API was just the center of it all. But here's the thing, he can't do it alone, right? And that's my one concern with this year's performance so far. Right now, there's so much structure, like, it relies on API, Luai, and Galvin being the absolute best every single game. And what happens when they become fatigued or the team starts, like, getting targeted aggressively? We need more other leaders to step up and support him. So do you think Luai is doing a good enough job in his role, or does he need to take more pressure off API? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And yeah, I think defense and toughness too. API is one of the most underrated parts of the game in defense. Like, he is not the biggest guy in the field, but his tackling and ability to control the middle on the field is elite. And against the Eels, he shut down multiple attacking plays before they could even develop. And I think that spoke true courage, right? That is the kind of impact I think that doesn't always show up on the stat sheet, but makes a difference in the long run. He's I would say, an absolute freaking workhorse. The bloke never seems too tired or too puffed to, like, keep playing, and some of the tackles he pulled off last game were just unreal. And he's the type of player who doesn't, like, just make the tackle. He sticks in it, he slows the ball play down, and he disrupts the opposition's rhythm, and that is invaluable on the field. So let's be honest, like, our forwards need to help him out more, definitely. There were a few moments where we left the bloke scrambling because our defense line wasn't moving fast enough, kind of like we saw with the Knights. Like, our line speed was just not great, and our defense was just not great. And we need to clean that up before we take on the Dolphins, because if we give them too much space, guys, they will punish us, and I do not think that will be great. So how I think he's going to lead us to the top 8, I think Uppy is truly unbelievable and is the foundation for this team. If he stays healthy and continues like to lead the way he has been, we are, I think, a serious shot at top 8 with our dangerous spine we do have. But again, it's not just on him, you know. The rest of the team needs to step up, take pressure off him, and execute the game plan consistently that Benji Marshall gives them. And the good news is we are seeing glimpses of that. Lachlan Galvin is starting to gel with him. Luai is finding his groove and his role as a leader. And our forward pack, while not perfect, is showing signs of improvement and opportunity. And with Uppy at the helm, I genuinely think we are in a better place than we ever have been in years. And the next big test is going to be the Dolphins this weekend. And my goodness, coming close, guys. They are a tough, gritty team with a forward pack that won't give us an inch. They're going to be making very few errors compared to the Eels. And then, you know, most teams, like their outside backs are so freaking dangerous. And if we're not on our game and not communicating, they will get the best of us. I guarantee you. I will be realistic about this. And that's why I think Uppy, his leadership is going to be so crucial. And he's the one that's going to need to keep our structure intact and call plays right off the dummy and make sure our attack stays extremely sharp and control the middle against their big forwards. Can we do it? Let me know in the comments. I personally think absolutely. I think if we can control the rock, if we can get our line speed and do the defense that we had against Parramatta this past weekend, I don't see why we couldn't pull off a win this coming weekend. I've seen comments of you guys saying Tigers going to lead by 14, get the win by 14. I've seen others from Dolphin fans saying that you guys are going to win by 26. I don't know if you guys will win. If we are on freaking tap and we are locked in, you guys are going to be in so much trouble that I don't know if this is going to be a big wake-up call for you guys defensively and offensively, because our defense is so locked in right now. And I know the Parramatters weren't perfect, sure, I get that, but our players are showing that they have what it takes and they are hungry for more wins and to take top 8 this year and prove that we are not bottom contenders anymore. We are not wooden spoon takers. We are winners and we are champions. Like, this is our freaking jungle. We're going to turn that stadium into our jungle. It's going to be roaring black and orange, and I could not be more pumped, all right? So Uppy is a legend, and I am all for this bloke doing whatever he needs to do to get the win and get our boys pumped up. And in like leadership with Luai and Galvin, I mean, that is the trio of the century. And then talk about quadruple, like add in Buller, Dream Big, baby. Like, he is the bloke that will just run gaps that Uppy and Luai and Gavin create. And then adding people like Terrell May that will be able to bash through lines and pass out to people like Adam Dewey, who will then set up nice little screenplays and then give it to our wingers and people like Skelton. They're going to just barrel through and try. Like, we have so much potential, guys. And as West Tigers fans, we should be so happy and so frothing on this season, because like, this is what it's about. We are back, baby. Like, we are ready to play some true blue freaking footy, and we are just going to be taking names this weekend against the Dolphins. We have so much more to unpack in the next few days before the game about our game plan defensively and offensively as a whole. But Uppy is going to be a key along with those other blokes. And I don't know, man. I'm just so pumped to see this bloke only get better and better and feel more comfortable on the field in the black and orange, and just see what he has to offer us as West Tigers fans. So yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of Uppy? Is he the skipper that is here to save us, or is he the skipper that's going to lead us astray and make us sink? Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, like and subscribe for more West Tigers content. Daily content, I should say. We are here every day, mainly the same time, depends on when I get home from work and can get on the camera. But, you know, like, this is what it's about. It's about all of us black and orange fans getting together, coming together, and lifting up our team that we all love and call the West Tigers. So, you know the rules and you know the saying. It is a great year to be a West Tigers fan, and it is time to dream big, baby. Take it easy. Geordie out.